in this small town. But today I've got some guests that want to talk about how all roads led to Bethlehem. And I'm going to start with my first guest that we're going to interview today. In fact, we might bring two people with him. I need King Herod. Come on, give you a hand for King Herod. Come on, King Herod. Come on up here today. King Herod. King Herod to come up. Caesar Augustus. I need King Herod to come on up right here. I need King Herod to come up. Well, before King Herod comes up, let me have one of his troops that came up that had an assignment.
Maybe slow down a little bit.
Let's have this fellow come up. Understand? Let's welcome our guest. He's one of the troops that King Herod sent on an assignment. You say that you were sent on an assignment.
King comes out of his own time.
All right, that's right. He is a king. He is a king. That's awesome. All right. So I wanted to ask you a question, King Herod. I understand that. Please, Your Highness, please be seated. Please be seated.
Is it they dusted?
Well, you know, they have been. I just can't say when. All right. You know, I don't want to interview anybody you sent anywhere before, but the story that I have here is that some people were rolling up with a bunch of camels and they had gold and everything. And, you know, being that you're the king, right, you know, you knew it was for you.
Yeah, that's all.
And so they came with a message. Tell me about that. What
Okay, so, normal day, I'm just eating my grapes, slave.
That's right. Peel grapes, right?
Yeah, have to be.
That's
and
right.
they gotta be purple.
That's right.
So, I was having my normal day.
I got you.
I see the camel, I was like, probably some guests, guests always come,
That's
like,
right. For your greatness, right?
Yeah, I'm the best. I'm the
That's
best,
right.
And I was like, they're probably gonna give me some rewards,
Yeah.
It's coming. Oh, Christmas is my thing, is it?
This is your thing. It's your thing.
It's my
Do
thing.
what you want to do, right?
Yeah, I was like, I was like, they're gonna give me some rewards, because I'm a king. I just deserve it,
That's right.
Like that. And then they were like, oh, you heard about this new baby that's gonna be born? I'm like, baby? What do you mean? The king? I'm here. I'm already a grown man.
That's right. How they gonna roll up in your house?
That's what I'm saying. If I want to, I can get my soldier right now.
That's right.
And if I wanted to. So, they were like, yo, if this little baby that's gonna be born, supposedly is the Messiah. He's gonna be the new king.
Oh man.
I was like, he gonna take my territory?
What?
A little baby gonna take my
I knew you
territory?
weren't gonna have that.
I was about to get up and smack all of them, but I couldn't. Gotta show my royalty in front
That's
of
right.
them. So they were like, yeah, there's gonna be a baby gonna be born, and we're gonna go bring him some gold. I was like, that ain't mine. That gold wasn't for me. I was so mad. I was jealous.
But you were diplomatic about it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't care. That little baby can have it. I already have a bunch of them.
That's right.
In the back.
That's right.
And then so they're like, yeah, there's gonna be a baby born. He's gonna be the king. We're gonna give him some presents. Go show him, and that angered me. How's someone tell me that little baby's gonna take what I have?
That's right. So you used some diplomacy.
Yeah.
And instead of smacking them down like you normally could have, people watching.
I want to tell you to get my soldier right now.
Oh wait, but that was kind of you. Okay, so you decided to tell these guys to, run some reconnaissance for you and get back to you, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Tell me how this baby, what it's gonna do. Tell me, how is he special? How is he great?
Okay.
I haven't seen him done anything that I've done.
Okay. All right. So did you cut a treaty with them and tell them to holler back at you when they found out what the baby was?
Yeah.
Okay.
I told them, hey, wherever you find this baby, follow. They said they're following some star.
Yeah. Oh.
Like, you gonna follow a star?
You thought you was a star.
Oh, I'm already here.
Right. I'm sorry about that.
I was like, all right, just when you find the baby, just I want to know where he at, because I want to see him. That's all I want to do, though.
Well, that's good.
I just want to see him. Probably give him a little kiss on the forehead.
There you go.
That's all I'm gonna do, though. Baby.
That's awesome. King Herod, that was great of you to not smack them down and beat them off. But I understand that you let them go on, and they're supposed to get back to you, right?
Yeah, they better.
All right,
They
so
better
that's
get
good.
back to you.
That's good. So then you sent somebody to after they left. Now I heard, maybe you thought about that thing.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, my soldier here, I send him little messages. Hey, yo, follow them. See where, if you can, tell me the baby gonna, tell me where he at. I just got a little gift. I got a little gift for the baby too.
So then, after a little bit of time went by, I understand you gave him his marching orders.
Yeah,
right?
I told him, go on.
All right. So what was your orders that the king told you to do?
So my orders were to go to that baby.
Ooh.
Give a
Let's-
gift. Give a gift to this. You know, sounds better.
So let's give our Royal Highness King Herod a round of applause. We thank you for your diplomacy. It's good to see you. So but you had a part in this. You had a big part in this. All right. All right. All right. All right. Hey! All right. King Herod. So what did he really tell you to go and do?
Everybody ready? Everybody ready?
We ready.
Yeah, we're ready. What did he tell you to go do? You guys were charged with the task of doing what? With those
over
swords.
there. Execute that key.
Ooh. He said execute.
Oh. I understand that you guys, because I mean, you guys are military people. You follow what the king said.
I follow what he said.
So you guys go through and try and had to kill every baby up to like 2 or 3 years of age, trying to find that baby that was in that manger. You know what I can't understand, before you say what you're about to say, but you know what I can't understand? How is it that the wise men, the shepherds who they say, how is it that they could find that baby under the star, but y'all couldn't find it? How did that happen? That's the thing I don't understand. Talking about all roads lead to Bethlehem, but y'all couldn't find this baby, so y'all had to wipe out all those other babies. What happened when you finally found this baby?
Couldn't do it.
Couldn't do it. Why couldn't you do it?
That baby was different.
That baby.
Ooh.
Oh, you done seen a lot of babies. There was something different about that baby. I appreciate that. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your time here today. I appreciate it. All right. How about that baby? You saw that baby. This is a strange story. I'm still trying to figure out how everything came and got how all roads led to Bethlehem. So I wonder if I could have Caesar Augustus. Let's give it a round for Caesar Augustus. Come on up, Caesar Augustus. All right. All right. Caesar Augustus. The mover, the shaker. So tell us, where did you get this, what happened?
What happened? Well, what happened is that my weapon's getting low. So
Oh, follow the money, somebody. Follow the money. Follow the money.
That's no problem. I can now afford it to be a poor people. So I need to count who is on my district, so that way I can get taxes collected, right?
Yeah,
So
that's a good idea.
Yeah, that's my
Raise those
point.
taxes.
Yeah, I want to raise the taxes. I know. See, look, man. My income's getting low. I'm gonna fulfill this. So,
I got you. I understand.
yeah, so
You want to raise that money?
yeah, I need to raise money for.
So you had a bright idea. What was that idea?
So I need to count who is on my region. So that's my idea to count everybody and see what they got, so that I can collect their taxes.
That's
because
right.
I know many people had donkeys around it, and nobody say that belong to who. So I need to know who is those donkeys belong to. So
Gotcha.
tax them out. So yeah, and that's my point. I need to get some money. I'm getting low.
Right.
Yep.
So did you know or have the sense of, when you were making that decision, I mean, to enrich yourself with this, did you know that you would have an effect in bringing all these people that overran this small town?
And well, I don't know. That's what I don't be a fact. I don't get it. I don't get if it's gonna be a fact or not. But what I'm looking for is to, see my money.
Yeah,
That's my main goal. To enrich myself.
Gotcha.
That's the thing, and so that's the reason I'm trying to count who's on my side. So.
Yeah. Some are saying, I don't know if you care about this or not, but some are saying that idea that you thought was your idea was the hand of God moving you to fulfill prophecy. Did you know that? What do you think about that?
I don't know what God you're talking about. I'm not working for nobody. I'm doing for myself. Besides that, really, I don't know if it's got a plan or something on there. But I mean, all I know is to see, look out for myself. That's what I want to know.
Got you.
That's all.
All right. Well, thank you. Thank you for your time here today. All right. Hope you got those taxes raised. Yeah. I hope you raised up with piggy bank. All right.
Pay taxes.
Very good.
Pay taxes.
Very good.
Nobody go out.
I wanted to introduce my next guest, who said that they were out in the field by night. No, let's save that guest for later. I wonder if I could introduce a hotel owner named Brianna. Let's welcome Brianna. Come on, Brianna. Welcome to our show. Please have a seat. We got a few questions for you. There was some kind of event that led all roads to Bethlehem and this baby being born. And so you're from a small town, but you were running a hotel, maybe struggling, maybe doing well, I don't know. But then all of a sudden something happened. You were overrun with people. Tell us your story. Tell us what happened.
So I am really glad about this success because my hotel was booked solid.
Oh, right.
And so I was good.
Yeah, let me ask you this quick question. As a business owner, did you gouge the prices when you saw the crowd coming here?
The prices were for the event.
Okay.
So I cannot say that I gouged them.
Okay.
I can say that I had a location and the price was the price.
All right. Supply and demand. I understand how that works. Okay. All right. So you were overrun with guests, booked to the gills, and people in a small town. All of a sudden, what did you think about that? What's going on?
I was just glad that I was already there.
All right. All right. So something happened kind of on your property there, as I understand.
Yes. So, as you can imagine, many people were coming to my hotel.
Right. You had to turn away a lot of people.
I did.
Right.
I had to turn away a lot of people.
But you had a good heart.
I did. Like, I tried to work with them.
Yeah.
Like, we had one person, like, there's two families, one staying in the bathroom, one sharing the closet.
All right.
Like, you gotta do what you gotta do. But there was, I couldn't do anything else other than, yeah.
So when you saw this family, though, this one family.
Oof, I felt so sorry for them.
Yeah.
Because she was pregnant.
Right.
Like,
right.
she
Like
was
she's gonna drop it like it was hot,
and
right?
I think she was in labor when I saw her.
Oh,
She was breathing a little bit hard.
Got you.
And yeah, they just had a donkey, and like the only reason they were there because of the census. I'm like, I'm sorry, I got this barn though. I mean, it's kind of smelly. There's probably some poop on the floor. Like, I don't know. But yeah, so I offered them that. That's all I had.
That was great. And so, what happened? Did you notice on your property?
Man, then everybody started showing up. I'm like, I thought the census was about over. What's all these people? And then they bring in like all this. I see all these sheep. I'm like, I already got sheep. Why there's more sheep coming?
Yeah.
Like all these shepherds, and then these men with beards. I'm like, y'all don't have any kind of razor sharp rock? Like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
And then I saw all so it looked like they had some gold. I'm like, okay, y'all got money. I might need to kick somebody out. But yeah, it was weird. Like all these people started showing up, and then they were going to that barn.
Barn. Wow.
No, like doctor said, what y'all gonna do with this? Y'all know she giving birth.
Let me just ask one last question. As they were starting to make their way back to the barn or the stable or whatever you had back there where all this was going on, did you charge money for admission? I'm just checking because that's an opportunity.
Oh, I couldn't charge money for that because that was like a private thing. Like I couldn't let them have that and then take money off. I'm not him.
Gotcha.
I'm me.
Well, Brianna, I want to thank you for what you've done for this town and all the money you made.
And I want to let everyone know, if you ever need a place to stay in Bethlehem, you can send a telegram to 555 in Lane.
All right. Thank you. Now, we've heard something about some wise men that were coming to this place. I was wondering if we could interview one of the wise men. Can we have a wise man? One of the wise men, come on up. Timothy, Three Kings from Oriadar, bearing gifts. Did you bring any gifts with you today for my show, by the way? I'm just checking. All right. All right. Come up and tell us your story. All roads lead to Bethlehem. How you ended up from across the from a long way off with all that. Tell us your story. All right. Your Highness or royalty, how did you end up in Bethlehem? What's the story?
Well, I was having a meeting with my other two men, and we saw the star.
You keep hearing about this star, okay, all right. So tell me about this. Keep going. I'm intrigued.
And so we saw the star, and we looked and we said, well, let's follow the star.
Wow.
And as we followed the star, we ended up.
Wow. And so you followed it and this star, and where did you get the notion to that following this star and that you needed to bring gold and frankincense and myrrh? I don't know which one you brought, but again, you said you didn't bring any of that today, so I'll leave that alone. But where did you get the notion that you had to bring this gift and bring this to see this king, this newborn king?
Somebody came on to us and told us that the newborn king was being born.
Gotcha. Now, I understand that you guys made a decision, which we probably shouldn't make this public, but you made a decision not to go back to Herod and tell him about the location. We don't want him to get too upset about that, but how did that happen? Do you remember how that happened? The details of how that happened?
Well, as we all came to the decision that this was a better thing and a more precious thing to do. So.
All right. Well, I thank you for your generosity and taking your time because you're a man of wisdom. I know you got things to do, and I appreciate you coming on our show today. Let's give one of these guys here.
Yeah. Woo-hoo.
Round of applause. Thank you. Next time you come, bring some gold with you. All right. Now, I want you to hold on to your seats because we got an interview. We happen to catch, which is really a miracle in itself, when you can catch an angel moving because they come fast and they're pretty intense. But we got one to kind of slow down and kind of talk to us about that night when he saw those shepherds in the field. Can we have one of these angels come up and my next guest is an angel. Come up and tell us your story. All right. Let's slow him down. All right. Just don't let it slide off here. This chair, this surface is slick. Yeah. There you go. Thank you.
When we say, we got a fallen angel. He fell down.
I know you're a messenger of God. Can you tell us how you ended up in Bethlehem and how you got all this stuff started? What happened? Tell us your story. I'm going to step back because, these angels can be fierce.
Well, see, that's the thing. A long time ago, we were preparing for, Jesus to come, come to earth.
Wow. Mm-hmm.
And so, about 9 months ago, God told me to come to him, and he told me that he chose me to deliver the message about Jesus coming.
Wow.
And I was shocked because he usually chooses Gabriel. And so I was honored to do it.
Wow.
And so he told me that he was going to brighten up a star. And he told me to tell the shepherds to follow the star to the baby.
Wow, that's awesome. So when you showed up, how were they acting? Were they a little bit afraid or what?
Yeah, they were. It was one watching over the sheep, and then the other ones, they were asleep. And so when I appeared to them, they were afraid, but I assured them it wasn't nothing to be afraid of.
Gotcha. And you brought that message. So what was their response to that message? Were they pretty excited or?
Well, they were still a little afraid, but I convinced them that, they shouldn't be afraid, and so they did what I asked them to do. Awesome.
So that's how you kind of got it started with them moving toward Bethlehem and going to see this thing. All right.
Yes, Jesus was so important, you know.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
It had to be done.
All right. Well, I want to thank you. I don't want to take you away from any of the other duties. All right. All right. Excellent, excellent. I wonder if I could interview Mariella, who happened to be working at the hotel that I'll let her tell her story about how she saw the child or the mother and took them back to the place where the baby was born. Can I have you come on up? Come on up. All right. All right, Mariella, how are you? Woo! Careful, careful. All right, so you've been working in Bethlehem for some time. You're looking lovely, by the way. Were you off today? Took a day off to come to my show? I feel special. So was the hotel pretty busy? It was. You were working hard. So were you like changing the beds, doing the dishes, cleaning out behind the animals? Any of that?
Everything I could.
Okay. All right. That's good. That's good. That's good. So you were overwhelmed and you saw. Tell us what you saw.
A man and a woman who was very pregnant, a donkey. They were looking for a place to stay for the night, but there weren't any rooms left. But
Yeah.
but there was a stable.
Mm-hmm.
So I was blessed to lead them to this table.
Wow. Go ahead, Mariella.
All right. Well, that's awesome. I'm sure they were probably thankful for any place to lay down, having been in the streets. Wow. Were you nervous leading them back there?
I was hoping that it would be enough for them. So.
Oh, wow. Well, that's very exciting to be that close to that event and seeing all these people come there. And then it must have been something to all of a sudden see everybody coming and overwhelming. And I wonder if you were thinking, yeah, I see everybody's here, but who's going to clean all this up? Is that what? Well, I want to thank you for coming and sharing your portion of the story, because all roads led to you. You must have been overwhelmed. So thank you so much for your time. God bless you, Mariella. Keep on working. All right. You know, we've talked to a lot of people here, but I'm going to interview just maybe a few more people here. I was wondering if I could pull Joseph away from the baby for a moment. Can we welcome Joseph? Joseph, come on. They were saying scary.
How you doing, Mr. Murray?
I'm doing awesome. I want to thank you and welcome you, man. Listen, I heard that this thing got crazy and overwhelmed, and I had a lot of kids, but nobody showed up like they showed up when your son was born. So what's up, man? Tell me what happened.
You know what? When I first heard the news, it wasn't from an angel, believe it or not. I know it kind of got foggy in there, but Mary came up and told us. She said, "I'm having a baby."
Whoa.
And that is exactly what I was thinking. I was like, who do I gotta fight? They're trying to get my soon-to-be wife pregnant, right? So I was upset.
That's right. I'm feeling.
I was like, I'm not trying to go through no baby mama drama, not have to pay no child support, right? I was like, what's going on? You got something you want to tell me? She was like, no, it was an angel. It was an angel. An angel? You gonna use God to like hide yourself? Like what?
Right.
So like I tried my best to like,
I heard.
Maybe she was thinking. Maybe she was right. So go ahead. What you?
I heard about, but I heard about blaming God, but now hiding behind God. That's a different on me. Let me write that down.
Yeah.
All right. So God did
it blew my mind. So I was going on with it, but then the angel appeared to me.
Whoa.
And you know what that angel said to me?
What did he say?
He said, "Do not be afraid."
Wow.
You know what that angel looked like? Something I've never seen before. So it scared the mess out of me. I was shaking. Like I was like, what is this? It's this giant creature saying, "Do not be afraid." Weeds in the bag. Right. I've never seen this before in my entire life. But you know, I was thinking maybe I ate some bad grass, or you know, I had some bad food last night. But you know, I went along with it. I said, "All right, what you gotta tell me?" And then he told me exactly what Mary told me. She said, "You're having God's child. Mary has been pregnant by God,
Wow.
and that He will be bringing the Messiah."
Oh, wow.
And I was shocked.
Yeah.
You know, it was at first, you know, I was like, you know, it's not really my baby, but then I thought of it as an honor, you know,
Yeah.
that God chose me to kind of be the father of Jesus.
Wow. Great responsibility.
Great
Wow. Wow.
So, next thing we know, we hear about this new tax law from, what's his name?
Caesar Augustus.
Caesar Augustus. Man,
Show me the
I
money.
was a lot of money.
Money.
And you know, we didn't really have the funds at the time. You know, our business was going a little slow.
Uh-huh.
So, you know, we was like, let's just go back to our hometown at Bethlehem.
Uh-huh.
Maybe that might be better.
Mm-hmm.
So we took this trip on our good old donkey Sally. She was a good girl.
So let me ask you this question. I understand that on foot, this was a journey of 82 miles.
You know, it didn't really feel like that. It felt like more. It was long, because, you know, Mary was on the donkey and I was walking.
Yeah.
So,
Traded.
yeah, you know, I had to be that father figure. So I had to walk. You know, every 5 miles I had to get a little break because, you know, that's a lot of walking.
What a journey.
They don't make the shoes like they used to.
That's right.
So when we was taking that walk, I noticed gradually Mary's belly was getting bigger and bigger and bigger. I was like, this is supposed to be like over a 9-month period, I thought. But I guess not. So as time was going on, we got to Bethlehem.
Got you.
And man, it was like Black Friday at a hood Walmart. It was bad. It was bad. People running around everywhere, trying to. I saw Brianna's hotel room. We stopped by there. Actually, we stopped by a bunch of other places as well, but we eventually got to her place.
Gotcha.
And man, she said she was booked. So she was like, "We got this old shed in the back. You know, if you can like lay down over there, I know it's not much." So we was very appreciative.
Nice to see your family.
Yeah. So once we got back there, Mary was like, "The baby's coming, the baby's coming." So, of course, I didn't know what I was doing. I was just standing there, you know, just letting her do her thing.
Uh-huh.
The next thing I know, I see three wise men
Mm-hmm.
pull up. And, you know, the angel did say something about that, but I did forget it at the time.
Gotcha.
And they brought gold, frankincense, and myrrh.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
See, now at the time, spices were very, you know,
Highly prized.
highly prized.
Mhm.
But, you know, I made good use of the gold.
All right.
At the time, I was very excited because, you know, we had to pay for the tax.
That's right.
We had to pay for the hotel.
Uh-huh.
We had to compensate them you know, for letting us stay there. And then at the moment, that's when we also saw some guards walking.
Mm.
And at the time, you know, I was like, what's up? I was ready to throw some bows. But not, they was like, you know, they said they were on a mission to kill all the baby boys. And, you know, I was really scared because, you know, I really didn't know how to fight. I was just putting on the front,
Uh-huh.
you know, saying I was going to fight them. But then they told me that there was something special about this baby
Mm.
and that they just couldn't do it.
Gotcha. Wow.
I guess that had to be like the overwhelming, you know, holiness of Jesus.
Awesome.
Which, you know, it did affect me too. You know, I was a little bit more at peace during the situation because, you know, my wife's having a baby, but she's not really screaming. And, you know, I'm also calm. I'm sitting there with her. You know, we're both
That's
calm
right.
while she's having this child. Which, you know, out of all these times, you know, everybody, whenever they had kids, you know, it was very scary because back in our time we didn't really have a whole lot of health care,
That's right.
and a lot of mothers sadly passed having a child.
Mm.
So this really has made me feel good about the situation. But yeah, she had the baby, and everybody was rejoicing. There was like sheep, animals were going crazy.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
It was crazy.
Special day.
All right, Joseph. Let's give Joseph a hand. Tell him the story. Awesome. All right. You know, Joseph just made reference to one of the animals, and you know, we actually have a sheep here today. This has a story to tell as well. Can we have the sheep? We couldn't get the little drummer boy or girl to come, but because they were a little busy, they were on tour. But we do have the sheep here today. And I was hoping that you could tell us the tale of what you saw.
So, I just saw this man and a woman, you know, they come into my barn.
Yeah? Into your space. That's right. That's right.
You're eating your hay.
And yeah, look at him. He's eating my hay right now.
The stinky donkey in my
Yeah, yeah.
I'm just over here waiting, and she had a baby.
Wow. So normally life in the barn or the stable for you is like what? What's it like? Flies, hot, people just eat and sleep, all right, right. But this was a little bit different
That's
here.
a lie, man. Play game.
And then this baby was born, and then everybody started converging on this place. What'd you think at that time?
I just got like, what's so special about this baby?
Got you. All right, well that's good, that's good. Do you have anything else to say?
Not really.
All right, let's give him a hand. Oh, see.
I did steal food from them.
All right.
Good
Confession is
job.
good for you. Confession is good for you. So listen, I just wanted to have one last guest then, unless there was any other guests that needed to be interviewed. I do want to hear from one last guest. Can we hear from the mother of the moment? Bringing forth the child. And baby Jesus. Let's get baby Jesus.
Mary and baby Jesus. Baby Jesus.
She looking good after I had this baby.
No, sir.
So, Mary, they also call you Mother of God, by the way. All right. So, tell us your story. How did this all come about?
Well, my husband Joseph said most of it.
Is he the real father?
Yes. No, I'm just kidding. No, it's not. Well, an angel came to me and said that I was going to have a baby boy, and he was going to be the God of God, and he was going to rule.
Wow. Wow. So then what happened?
Well, then we set foot to Bethlehem.
Mm.
We went to a whole bunch of hotels, and you know they all said that they were booked. But kindly, this young lady had a barn, which we sorry Isaiah, sorry sheep. But she let us have it, and then I had the baby.
Praise God.
We
God
had a
with
bunch
us.
of wise men come and bring gifts. My husband sold all the gold to buy him something for himself, not the baby. But I guess that's okay.
That's okay. All right. All right. All right. All right. So it must have been very